Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and I am back with another episode or element within the Simple Stories Vintage District or Vintage Garden District Scrapbook Collection. It is a great way to make a journal, very much so. You can just use the collection, use the pattern papers, and create those items that you want to create. And just have fun with it. You know, we can have dimension on our journals. We can have chipboard on our journals. I mean, why not? We can use our double-sided foam square. So if you are in that paper world, you definitely can use these things and put them in here. And you don't have to use vintage photo. I'm stuck, I know. But by all means, you don't have to. You know, not everybody likes it. I happen to love it. Again, video long, gabby, ramble, go off on different tangents. I eventually come back to what I'm doing here. So please just know that right up front. I'm just going to continue to complete these. And at some point, all of these journals that I am making, except the Black Swan, if you guys are watching that series, that one is actually a gift for somebody. You know, these will, you know, be put on my website eventually, and you'll know when they do that. Okay, so these are a different size. Remember, I was able to make two because of all the paper that I had. So I took 2 pieces of cardstock, and each of the pieces of cardstock measured, where are we at here? Here we go, 8 by 8.5. And then I crossed them over about 1.5 inches, so that this book is now 6.5 inches wide by 8.5. So a little bit wider than what I normally make my journals. Usually they're 5.5. It's just an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded in half. That's usually the cover. But because I had a lot of 12 by 12 pattern paper and everything else, I was able to, you know, create 2 of them. And I did add some of my papers from my stash, some thin acetates, which I think are really cool. We've already put in our pocket here so that this can come out, and it's actually on one of the acetates, which is really cool. What's really neat, the person that receives this, you know, if they're into that, you know, they could use a wipe away marker when it comes to those acetate sheets and just have fun. So I added some dictionary pages, some copier pages. I squirted plain water, just plain water, onto white copy paper, and you can see you get that crinkly, wiggly effect. And then just cut the pattern paper in all different sizes and just have fun with it because it is double-sided. That's the beauty of using your scrapbook paper. Created a flip out where a pocket will be added because this can expand the way that we've bent that, so we can have that element in there, only because today is the day. It's a beautiful statement. This is kind of set up the same way, and this one has Celebrate Today. And again, this actually has a pocket right in there already that we can put our items in there. So I thought it was nice just to have that coming off that page, and then I thought that was a good look as well. So just creating different elements, just doing what I'm seeing. We have done our ephemera. I'm gonna stop doing that. I've got a bunch of ephemera here. Just want to see, you know, what it is, because I'll have one for this pack and one for this one. What I really want to work on today, now that I finally gotten to that point, is I want to work on pockets. So I am just going to create, matter of fact, I'm going to attach this on the inside here. I am just going to create pockets, and then I'll figure out where I'm going to insert them. I think for me that's the best way to do that, and it's kind of how I planned. You can see how I have the ephemera, you know, just sitting in here as well. Now I just want to make some pockets. And again, I am only going to use the pattern paper that we have. So I'm going to pull out my scraps. Look at these, because these could probably make just excellent pocket bases. I mean, this can be an excellent pocket. Just looking at that. I'm doing also very little tearing. I don't want to do too much tearing because to me that's kind of a vintage feel. This is a great pocket that can go this way. This is actually a great tuck at the top. And again, just leaving it just like that. The only thing that I need to add with that I'm looking at these brads. I am loving these brads. And the stickers. So let me get all of these pieces out here and in front of me, just so I can dig. Oh, I'm loving that. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have more of those? Here we go. So I am going to that's the one I want. So I'm loving these stickers. They're very thick, if that makes sense. Now again, I'm just going to add that element. Hope I'm in frame. Okay, I am. Just going to add that element there. Now it's going to stick to my board right now, and that's okay, or my mat. But I'm okay with that. I'm going to pull in some of these chipboard pieces. I don't need that. That can get out of my way. I don't think I need that either. All right, so let's see. Let's get some of these chipboards. I like to keep them on top of the bags because then I know I have a bag for them. I know I'm silly. All right, so I like that heart. I'm going to put that there. And I think I'm going to add that one there. And I think I want one more. Too close. Need to have a different color. Too close. Perfect. All right, now let's see here. Going to peel off the backings. So you can see in no time we've already created it. That is the simplicity. Oh, there's that word again. I love that word. You know, if you're interested in making one of these, but you don't want, you know, all the bells and whistles and everything else, again, you don't need it. Just getting this collection is enough. Now I am going to add, it's picking up all the ink on my finger. I'm going to add some of my anti-static cling. Now it's not sticky anymore, but I do like the element of that coming off. But this is absolutely a pocket. So I'm just going to set that aside. I will show putting the pockets in. This I'm absolutely loving because of that up there. So now I just want to look to say, all right, what can I put? And you know what? I'm going to trim right down that section there. I'm pretty close to straight. And now is there something, you know, I've got a butterfly here. Are there other butterflies that I can add? It's a dark background, but again, just using these elements is perfect. You know, use them up. Use them up. I'm just gonna, these backings are very sticky, but I think I'm going to put that one right there. There's something that I want to put here. And I do like the element, and you guys know this, you guys know, I love the element of allowing things to hang off the edge. To me, that's just awesome. Really gotta stop doing that. But again, I'm not too worried about it because I know I'm gonna cover it up. Now, if you don't have an anti-static tool or one of the pouches, you can use cornstarch, baby powder. I like baby powder. I love the smell of it. All right, I'm going to let that dry. Oh, no, wait a minute. I need to put... Just felt that. I mean, I'm actually going to try baby powder once this empties. All right, so we'll put that there. And I think this time I'm going to use this side. Let's use a plain side. I want to do something different with that. I don't know what I want to do with that, but I know I want to do something different with it. All right, so let's dig into our chipboard pieces or our die cuts. All right. I love that saying, use your wings. Now this here is pretty wide, but I think that'll work. Just gonna real quick, absolutely. Now since this is a double, all right, so I'm gonna put that there. And I'm going to put that there. There's a reason, because I'm going to fold this in half, which is probably something that I should do now. Again, you can create your decorative elements between pockets and tucks and everything else. They're elements, so you can just have a lot of fun with them. Okay, that's going there again. That's going to go there. I love the way that it hangs off. Trying to make washi tape, you know, make it look like you rip it. So we have that. Too close. And for this one, we'll put that there. I like that. I think that is cute. I do enjoy, you know, just collaging. I am huge with collaging and just adding elements and adding, you know, different aspects of a process. I think it just adds a lot to that. Okay, I'm going to add actually a piece of washi tape. Okay, and I'll fold that over. All right, so now we're just going to glue things. You know, just being able to add your different elements and seeing what you get. I just think it's cool. I think it's very, very cool. I love the fact that some of the ephemera, you know, the die cuts and the chipboard pieces and all of that, they actually already, you know, made the pieces look like they were torn, made them, you know, have that feel to them already. So I think that's really cool that they did that. All right, now I'm just want to add glue to the top because I know I'm letting this hang down. So we got that. All right, now we're going to turn it. And I want that to go like that. So that it's going to go like that. Let's see if I can remember that. Like that. Let's see if I'm right. Oh my goodness, I am. Yay! And we just need to clean that off a little bit. So we have that. Haven't figured out if I'll make it a tuck, but it is going to definitely go on top. I don't know if this will stick out to make it look like. Now, here's the other thing that we can do. Don't panic, but watch. So now I have this one, and now I have this one. And again, they're just two different things. They're just done the same way. So we have those. Again, a nice soft background when it comes to that. I think that's going to look great. I am definitely now grabbing one of my brads to put in there. Now I am going to put some tape . Okay, so we're going to cut this because, yeah, I'm not going to keep on doing that. All right. There we go. I want this one because it's got some great colors on it. I do like, I'm actually going to put this one up in here. So let me just hold that because I don't know exactly how this is going to finish. I do like that. I like that. So now I'm seeing this. No, I'm still seeing it going like that. Now I just need something to come down here. No. No, no, no. Yes, I am just loving the tickets. It's something that I definitely definitely go for. And I'm going to put that there. Okay, so now I know. I am now going to put that there. So I'm going to go through, puncture a hole. And I'll spin that as I get that in there. Now I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper. Now I don't think that's big enough, and it's not. I just need to have a scrap so that I can cover that up. I don't want, since this is going to be a pocket or a tuck, I don't want it to interfere with paper sliding in and out of that. So just gonna, now I'm just gonna mold that around. I push down on the brad to make sure that it's as flat as possible. And now I'm just gonna push around on the paper. There might be a slight, you know, snag, but it won't be too much because of that piece of paper. So just putting that in there just to make sure. This is too close to that. Do I have another color? Or maybe we can just put okay, I like that. So I can put that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lift that. I'm going to put that butterfly underneath it. And I'm just going to grab a small foam square or foam dot just to prop her up just a little bit. Again, just adding some dimension because we can. You don't want to get too, you know, carried away, but now I'm going to take that and just glue that down. So now I know it's secured. And I'll just add, when you're adding dimension on the inside within the pages of your journal, you want to make sure that you don't have super thick you know, you can get foam squares that are thin. They're like, what are they, 3/16 maybe? I don't know. I don't know the sizes, so I apologize. Or you can get them, you know, thicker. Or no, the 3/16 are probably the thicker ones, and then the 1/8. So you really want to make sure that you do have the dimensions that are on the skinnier side. Now, you can also add dimension on your projects simply by using paper, you know, just layers of paper and doing it that way. Okay, so that one is cool. So let's make one more of these, and I think I'm going to use this one because I absolutely love it. Where are we at? All right, we're just 20 minutes in. That's awesome. I think that just looks beautiful, and I think I'm going to take that one out. Again, I'm trying to keep it even. You know, I got a brad on this one, I got a brad on this one, so now I can split it between, you know, the two. There's the piece. You know I was looking for that, right? There we go. All right, so I want to do that right there. Poke through, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to find a scrap piece, you know, a very small piece of our pattern paper. There's no sense in, you know, pulling other in since we have it right here. Now, what I can also do too, I can use a piece of the washi tape. But I will make sure that there is glue going around it and on the edges of the washi tape to make sure that it is secured. I do enjoy washi tape, but I do struggle with it too. I mean, sometimes I find that it'll lift after a while. Sometimes it's really sticky. So it's very odd for me. Yeah, just saying. Let's look at some chipboards. What I am making sure that I'm pulling out of my chipboards are the ones that look like can be tabs, because that's exactly what we can turn them into, are tabs. I don't want to take away from that image, but you know what? I can do that simply. That is awesome. We can just take this right off the top and off to the side. And that's another one. Again, simple. Although I would like to find another 2 butterflies. Oh, yes. Now, let's see here. All right, so that one's going to go. I'm looking at where the pockets are going to be sitting. All right, so I'm not worried about that one and this one here. So I can actually put this over here. So let me glue that down. I do like it when the elements are tucked. I don't like, oh, but I like that one. So now we have that. So in no time, we created 4 of these. I have 2 of these. And I have 2 of these. So I think that's awesome. And we will continue. Again, just keeping 2. I'm always doing that. All right, let's see. What else do we want? Again, look at your papers. See what they're doing. This here I can cut. Now, actually, I'm liking that to be an extremely large journaling card. So I am going to pull that out and put that in a pile. Let's see if I've got others. Oh yeah, look at that. I think that's, oh no, I love that one. Yes, I do. Oh, and I have another one of those. We don't want 2. I know I've got that. I think that one's cool because they can write on that, and we have that beautiful background there. So I'm just going to put that one over there as well. All right. So let's continue with our pockets. Now, something that I really like here, and what I'm seeing here. All right. So again, as you look at your pieces, you can come up with, you know, awesome ideas. I'm just saying. So here, I am going to make a little book. So I'm going to put these down because they're the same size. And again, I'm going to do one for each one. All right, now of course they're not cut the same size, but that's okay. Do that, and I want to add washi. Let's see, I want the floral, forever to find the end. There we go. If you hear that snoring in the background, that, believe it or not, is my cat. Yep, I said my cat. And then I think I'm going to do it, not with this one, because of the print, but with this one. I'm just going to layer them on top of each other, and I do like the fact that I have just going to tear off a little bit. We don't need it too long. And of course this one doesn't want to tear. Thank you. And what's great is I can use a paper clip when I put these in. So there you go. Or we can use, oh, I just found an element for the front. Okay. So these could also be an element where you put a brad here, then they can open it and write and all of that. So there's one for there. And we're going to do the same thing with these. And again, the paper is light enough that they will be able to write on it and journal. Because again, the more journal spaces I have or places to write that I can either create or whatever, the happier I am, to be very honest. All right, and then I think this one, yeah, why not? Oh, but I don't want I can't have those numbers going upside down. Just saying. All right, this, we'll put that down. And again, we'll fold it. So, you know, get creative. I mean, again, the beautiful thing about paper and when it comes to all this is we can do whatever we want to these elements. And that's the great thing. Now, we can also embellish these if we want. Why not? So here we can put a cute little bee. Get it? Bee. Happy. Just say. So I can put him there. And then for this one, let's add I don't know. Oh, we can add that. So, okay, so we got those. Where are we at for time? We are good. So we can still continue to make some pockets. What I am going to do, though, I do want to take some of these and create what I refer to as tucks, upper tucks. So I'm definitely going to take this one because I love the butterfly. We knew the butterfly was going to come and play. You know, I'm going to take the bird. And you know what? I think that's it. Let's see here. So I want that. And I want that. And I think think I will take these two as well. I mean, why not? Let's make a couple of them. Why not? So I have that, and I just want to trim that off just a little bit, just a hair. All right. So we have this, and I'm going to look at that, and I'm going to look at that. Now, what I do like, again, creating the tucks, I think I'm going to put that there. I'm going to create that one coming off like that. So tucks, I can put, or I will put them everywhere. I mean, very much in different places. Wow, that can just like go right over that, can it? That's kind of cool. It's kind of like a... All right, you know what? I'm actually going to do that because now I'm just going to put dimension on that. I really like that coming right off of that. This here, because of the size, this is going to be a tuck. And then the same thing as this one. So you'll see how I put those in. So again, I'm creating my two piles there. Now I just need one more thing to come off of this. Just to have, you know, these different layers. Is what can, you know, work with your piece. And I think I'm going to have that like that. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue there. Because your key, well, for me, the key to the tucks are how you put them in. So I have that. I'm going to glue that. This here, I am going to use dimension. Already knew that. And again, making sure that it's not too high. But I do like that dimension. And you're just careful when you use this, because you don't want to use it for everything. You know, the cover, have at it. You know, you can have a great time with it. But when it comes to your other elements, now and again, what does this create? It can create a tuck. You know, another tuck when it comes into that. I'm actually going to block that. I don't want that to actually be part of the element. But just so you know, you can definitely do that. Okay, so these here are good. We're going to go that way. And now I'm going to pull in a couple brads because I actually want to put that there, but I want to do it with a brad. And I'm going to do it with this one. So I want that one. So I'm going to hold these two together. Pray that I don't stab myself, which I didn't. And put that in place. All right, and the same thing here. I want that just to come off. Just cover up a little bit. I want that to go right there. All right. And I want this one. And put that in there. Whenever I put a brad on, I push down to make sure that it is as flat as it can be. And then we have that. Now, just need to cover up those. And we will put, we're going to do the washi tape again. Now again, I'm using a lot of glue as well, because again, I just want to make sure that that washi tape does not lift up, but I do want the protection from it. Now my hands are all sticky, because that's what happens. And then I just need to clean this one out. Righty. Now let's see here. Which way do I want to go? Let's go there and let's go there. Okay. Let's see, what else can we make? Let's make more. Let's make some big ones. Now I know these have, and you know what? I'm going to do that. I mean, I love that openness. You know what, we're gonna hold on that because I'm seeing things. Let's see. We have these great, now you know what, I'm gonna put those over here. There's a reason. Put that over here. I cut that off. Oh, let's see. What do I want? Well, this is cute. If you guys could absolutely see my desk, I think that is cool to just be there, and then you could just, the person could just scroll on that. So I think I'm just going to add that simply. You know, they could make it a today note or, you know, whatever they want to do. I am good with it absolutely coming off that corner as well. And we will take our anti-static tool to it. Cute. Again, nothing outlandish, nothing crazy. Just using the elements and having fun with it. Just to add those. And you can see that if I take this, okay, this is cool. So we're going to add that. Then I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to put that one on. Now I made a tabby. I think though, with everything that I'm making, I think we are absolutely coming down to the end So we have that. We can make a big tag with this. And what's great is I'm going to take that one. I'm just going to put it like that. Again, you don't have to do much to these. That's the beauty of your scrapbook paper. And then I am going to take one of those and do that. Yes. Just make sure they're lined up. We do it that way. And then we can just put something here. You know, just because it's black and white does not mean that, you know, again, we can just simply by adding that element, or adding a element, just because we have all of that going on, again, doesn't mean that we can't add these elements and make them, you know, come to life, or whatever it is you want it to do. That one, I'm honestly, I'm kind of just liking to do that. Now, for this one, yes, I can and I will add some white cardstock. Now, I'm just going to add a strip right down the center of that. Because while you can, you know, while you can, again, I'm going to cut, I don't like measuring. I really don't. So I'm just going to put that like that, and then I'm going to trim off the edges. Again, I like things on an angle. And now we'll trim. And now you've got a place to write a note, a quote, a saying, something that inspires you, whatever that is. We now have it. I'm going to do that with the other one as well. And we'll put that down. Wow, really? Okay. Only I can do that. Lift, clean, turn. And trim. All right, we have that. All right, I think I'm going to stop here. Get rid of my little pieces there. Let me get those back to where they belong. Make some room. Put those there. So this, in what time is it? In 50 minutes, this is what we've done. So for one book, we've got a couple tucks. We've got a little tiny book that we created. We have another tuck. This is a different style of tuck. So these four here, which I know I'm out of the camera now. So these four here are tucks. This is just a simple journal card that we're going to put in there. And I'll put a strip on the back of that. Or we can just make this the pocket. That's what we're doing with us. This here is the journal card because that's got the white strip. This here is another journal card, so I'll put that there. And again, this is for the one. This is going to be a pocket that we are going to create. Matter of fact, these are all pockets. That's all of what we're going to do here. Pocket. This is going to be a pocket. That's why we did that. And again, we can simply take something to put on that just to add to it, or we can just let it the way that it is. That's fine as well. Okay, remember that. And then we have this pocket as well. So we made all of these. And that's usually how the steps that you're seeing for the journal is usually how I put them together. So I always get my papers together. I sew the signature. I get that ready. I'm going to put this in one of the books. Just to tuck that away so I know it goes in there. And then I'll set the book aside. I'll do the cover in the back, you know, need that. Then I set that aside, and then I just make my journal cards. I made my pockets. I make my tags. I make, you know, all kinds of different things. I make different size tags, and that's something that probably more we'll do next time we get together. So again, here's another journal card because we have that strip going on there. This here, I am so sorry. That is my phone. Hang on. Okay, I am so sorry about that. I thought I had it on vibrate because I always do have to have my phone by me as well. So for the other journal here, we have these. So that's a tuck. This is a different style of a tuck. We're going to have that tuck as well. And then, of course, we have this one also. And then we have our pockets where we are extending. We have our book that we created and so forth. So we did a lot when it came into this. So next time when we come back, and I think, you know, we still have a lot more to go. When it comes to those books, there's pages that were long that we folded over. I'm going to show you what we do with those, how we mix those in. So definitely a few more videos on this one, but by all means, they will be shown. All right, so again, I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're grabbing. Again, you can still get use what's in your stash. You know, nothing specific. But if you are interested, I'm just going to put them in my book. But if you are interested in doing this, this is a simple way to do that. To look at a scrapbook collection. Simple Stories is really great for when it comes to the collections because they have everything that comes with it, and simply use those items. You don't have to have the big fancy tools or anything else like that. So again, I do hope that you enjoy this. I hope you stay tuned for the next episode. If you have any questions, just make sure you leave those down below. I love reading them, and I will make sure if you ask a question, I will get back to you as soon as I can. Enjoy your day. Have fun. Smile. Enjoy this process. Never get frustrated. Try to do it a little bit each day, or when you have time by yourself. But always remember what's most important, everyone. Always be creative. Till next time.